Oh, this anyone is that really wanting to talk to me today? I gotta move some things around the trailer, so got too many things out at the moment. Wondering if we have any people that are gonna show up. Let's turn the live on to see what happens, y'all. So see if we get any people in here. I'm trying to clean up a little bit. Come on, people. Somebody's out there that's got to want to. Hey, look. Watch Jay's Mycology, live. Let's chat, y'all. Huh. I got the first notification. Somebody's out there that's got to want to. Hey, look. Hey, I'm watching my damn self. Woohoo! Let me get the bipods and stuff and get this all set up. Somebody's out there that's got to want to. Hey, I'm watching my damn self. Woohoo! Let me get the bipods and stuff and get this all set up. I need to turn that video down. I'm watching my damn self. Woohoo! Let me get the bipods and stuff and get this all set up. Hope everyone's having a great day, even though there's no one out there at the moment. Let's do this so y'all can see what I'm doing. Sorry I'm in camo. I just did a trip report on the Magic trailer, so yeah, it's been a long day. It's been a busy day. I thought I would do a live. I haven't done a live in a long time, so I guess we're gonna go live. The last one we tried to do, the reception was so bad I had to turn it off. So let's see what happens. If there's anyone in there, please leave a comment. Oh, this damn thing. Okay, we gotta do it backwards. No worries. Yes, there's another person in there. Hey, who's ever watching me, please leave a comment so I know who's at least watching me. That'd be awesome. And we're just gonna wait for a couple more people to show in, and then I'll start the. Another person in there. Hey, who's ever watching me, please leave a comment so I know who's at least watching me. So, but no, it's been a good day. I'm coming off a trip of one of the strange y'all got to see me harvest not too long ago. Which should be the pink buffalo, but one of the strange y'all got to see me harvest. But not too bad. I'm just waiting for more people to get in here. Who's out there? Please leave a comment so I know who I'm talking to, because there's only one person at the moment. So, is there anything you would like to know or discuss or anything like that? Hey, what up, B? I haven't seen you in a while. Sorry, I haven't done these live streams in a while. I just got a wild hair at my ass and I want to talk to people, and I'm currently coming off a trip. So, yep. I did just upload a short, like 6-minute video talking on the Magic trailer about kind of like a trip review, but not really in depth, just an overall general concept of what you will be getting into when you start getting into them higher dosages, like 3.5, 3.0, or you can even go off the levels, because there's five different steps or levels to mushrooms. I prefer to be at level 3. I'm not a big fan of level 4 or 5. I've never gone to 5. I don't want to go to 5. I've been in 4 a couple times, and it's fun, but I'm not a fan of level 4. Um, hey Frank, how you been, buddy? Um, but level 4 is not one that I really prefer to uh, go diving into too much, because you can get yourself into let me restate that. You can find yourself having issues if you keep going into level 4 or level 5. You can fuck your shit up. Would be the easiest way to put it. So I really try not to go so far down the rabbit hole. Would be the easiest way to put it. Um, but like I said in the upload at the Magic trailer, that once you start going down deeper and deeper and deeper down that hole, you are going to see things, and you're going to put your body through experiences that you will not come back from. Like, you will be a completely changed person. You can try to go back to the way it was, but how can you unsee something? Hey Jedi, uh, ran some albino jetty and had wet. Was my biggest. I don't care for the hardcore trips, just 1 or 2 grams. Hey man, some of my best trips have been on low dosages. Not my most intense trips, but one of the trips that I can still remember it. It was 2 grams, and I was way down the rabbit hole just off 2 grams. So you still got to be careful taking them lower dosages too, because for the last year I've been doing a whole bunch of research on my body and the way that psychedelics um, affect me and all that kind of good stuff. So I really try to watch how much I take, because it's so easy to go too damn far down the rabbit hole. So I like to just stay with my 3.5, but there's nothing wrong if you want to do 1, 2 grams. I don't microdose. I don't like microdosing. So once a month I do a heavy hitting trip, a Hercules trip, or whatever you want to call it. If y'all have any questions, please ask. I got something y'all might want to see. Here you go. Look at that baby. Hopefully it's in the view. I'm trying to get it into view, guys. Here you guys go. Hopefully that's in the view. I can't tell. Yeah, give me a second for my phone to catch up. There we go. So those are not the strain that I just ingested, but those are jetties. One of my favorite strains. So yeah. Give me a second to get set back up. All right. Whew. A little disappointed with the pink buffalo. I had really good high hopes for it, and I mean, decently strong, but it just wasn't a holy shit strain. I've done 2.5 gram trips, and I opened my eyes going, holy shit, I can't believe I'm that far down this hole. Yeah, the pink buffalo, I really wish I would have done another gram, but the thing is 2.5 grams is what I try every dose on. And the reason for that is at that point of doing it, um, if you do, how could I put this without me sounding like a fucking idiot? um, if you try everything at the same dose, at the same weight, you can kind of judge if it's a weaker strain, a stronger strain. You can kind of guesstimate off that if, okay, well, this strain's kicking my ass at 2.5, then I should only probably take 1.5 of it. Or I'm done 2.5 grams and all I feel is a tingle. Well, that's going to tell you that you could probably up the dosage. Um, so yeah, is there any questions? I know this is the Mycology channel, but we're talking about tripping. Um, the reason for that is because the Magic Trailer don't have enough people. So when you do a live vid, it doesn't. It goes into a private and no one can watch it. So that's kind of why I'm doing it on this one instead of the Magic Trailer. But if you have any questions, please hit me up. Well, thanks, buddy. Um, I'd like to think that my channel's fire. Um, I try to just do the best I can with being a budget friendly channel. Like I do this with a iPhone, a tablet, me, myself, and I. That's all I do. So I just try to make the best out of it as I can, my friends. Um, ask away. This is all y'all's time. So this chat. What do y'all want to chat about? I'm in a chatting mood, so ask a question and you'll get an answer. They all just sit here and keep rambling on. Um, let's see. Now, I think I may be sensitive. I test at 1 gram. What's a DAGS? BAGS. You're gonna have to help me out there, buddy. Hey man, everyone's different. So like I've had a strain that was like I did 3 grams of it and I got a tingle. But then I gave it to a friend of mine telling him, hey man, this didn't do shit to me and it rocked him. So everyone's different, man. And the other thing is like your body plays a very, very important role in this. And that is there's been times where I've taken a high dose, more than 3.5 grams, and it's only been a couple times. And I had not a favorite, uh, not that strong of a trip, but then I've done way less on days where my body's telling me to trip, and it just threw the fucking wall, man. What's your favorite strain? Well, oh, the dogs are fine. The dogs do understand when I trip. I think they can sense it through the pheromones or something in me. So they pretty much just leave me alone. They lay by my side. Um, but yeah, I love my dogs. What's your favorite strain? Well, I am a very, very, very visual guy. Like I want to see the fucking walls moving, shapes, designs, just everything fucking going on. That's what I like. Jedi Mindfuck does a hell of a job with that. Um, um, Jetty, the strain that I created. Haven't got it tested though yet. Still waiting. Just that's expensive. That's gonna cost me like 500-600 bucks to get it tested. So I'm still just trying to get around to that. Let's see, we got some comments finally coming in. Movie reference, I meant the dogs. Yep, dogs are great. Favorite strain. Yep. They're always a bonus in the videos. I try to put the dogs in the videos so you guys can see the dogs. You know, I know that you guys like dogs. Um, I got albino jetty going right now. Dude, you're going to like that strain. Give me a second, guys. Sorry about that, guys, but we are back. Anyways, so see if you got any comments, albino. You should have a swap. No, that's the first thing I do not want to do. Is I do not want to sell my strain. Headspace and ambient surroundings are almost as important as the strain. Yes, yes, so very much so. Um, Comfort in surroundings, like okay, because this is a like research for me. I do things when I know I'm not supposed to do it. Like I'll be in a bad mood and I'll still eat mushrooms. I'll be in a terrific mood, I'll still eat mushrooms. I'll be in a depressed mood, I'll eat mushrooms. Now, depending on the amount that I eat, I will tell you this: whatever mind state of mind you're in, mushrooms will intensify it. If you're depressed, you're going to be super depressed. If you're happy, you're going to be super happy. But I have had some times where I'm super depressed and sad. I do suffer from PTSD, and then them days are low lows. And I've actually had mushrooms help me bring them days up. Like, I'm main reason for this channel is to help people get over their issues without going to a fucking doctor and just trying to figure it out themselves. You don't need 20 pills to be normal. Sometimes you just need to do psychedelics, you know, and once a month. That's all I do. And it keeps me mellow and it keeps me mellow and from going ballistic on people. Okay, see what else. But I'm going out of state for 2 weeks, so I don't know what happened while I'm gone. Logan, are they popping right now, Logan? Or sorry, that's not Logan. I'll call you Bradley. Or okay, how long have you been growing? I've been growing since this YouTube channel opened for about a year. I do. Sometimes I don't even trip once a month, but I do know that if I do not trip once a month, my night terrors start coming back. And I'm telling you, people, like if you don't know what a night terror is, try having them for 3 to 5 times a week for 12 years, and fucking horrible. But as long as I do mushrooms once a month, my night terrors, I still have them, but they're not as bad as what they would normally have been. Like I just get, If I do have a night terror, it's way less intense. Um, Microdosing, no, I do not have any experience in microdosing, but I do have some strains that are good for microdosing. So if you want to know some strains that would be beneficial for that, I do have them. Let's see, they are just starting to see my it's thick cakes as well. You're gonna be gone 2 weeks. You might be SOL, man, because well, it depends. Are you in the incubation chamber? You're in the fruiting chamber. If you're in the incubation chamber, you can kind of put them off for a little bit. But if you're in the fruiting chamber about to take off for 2 weeks, you're screwed. Not to be the bearer of bad news, buddy, but that's just how life goes. I bet you have a lot of mason jars full. And how long have you been growing? About a year. I try to have a good collection of mason jars. Colonizing, I think I got 13 or 14 of them right now. Have 6 cakes going. 2 are about to come out this Sunday because they're in the incubation chamber. Yeah, Bradley, that's going to be your best bet. If they're in the fruiting chamber, you're going to have somebody watch them, man. Or you're going to, them cakes are going to be ruined by the time you get back. That's the only downside about the fruiting chamber, y'all. Once you go into the fruiting chamber, you're on the timeline of the mushrooms. You're not on the timeline of, hey, I want to do this today. Well, guess what? We have mushrooms fell on and they need to be picked at 2 o'clock a.m. That's just the way life goes. But as long as you do everything good, let's leave to that. Yes, please. I would love to learn more about the right strains. Try emailing you, but I can't find info anywhere. Jay's Mycology sorry. That's my Shopify account, by the way. The email is jaysmycology69@gmail.com. Now, if you're looking into microdosing, try to stay away from your higher strains like Penis Envy, Jack Frost, Jedi Mindfuck, Yeti. Those are not the strains you want to be screwing with if you're trying to microdose. If you're trying to microdose, these are the strains that I've done and I've came out to figure out that are quite well. Arena Volcano, Ecuador, PESA, Golden Teacher. Them 4 right there, you should have a pretty good time. Now, I've never grown Golden Teacher, but I know it's on the weaker side of the strain. If you're trying to do once a month like I do, then I would go ahead and do, 3-4 grams once a month. Now, that's meat, so do your own damn research, because if you do 3.5 grams of Jedi Mindfuck and mushrooms affect you way different to where a strong strain is super strong to you, you can find yourself in level 4 without trying. So you gotta be careful. That's why I say, whenever you're trying new strains, pick a dose. Every time I try new strains, for the last year I've done 2.5. That's what I try. And I judge it, 2.5. Okay, is it lower or higher? And I split them up. Low side, strong side. What's level 4? Level 4 is basically you have no more fucking control. Okay, so level 1 is like you putting your toes. Okay, here we go. Perfect. I'm going to tell you the levels. We're on a beach, okay? Now you're looking at the damn ocean, okay? Level 1 is you putting your toes in it, okay? You're going to get, a little enlightened visuals, maybe a little bit like you're just catching more things are catching your eye that you've never quite seen before. Okay, then having a bad trip at level 1 is, can it happen? Yes, but not likely. Okay. Level 2 is about your kneecaps, okay, or mid-range crotch. Okay. Now that you're going to get a lot more visuals, you're going to start getting tracers. Um, it's going to affect you a lot more. Like, kind of hard to explain with level 2 because I don't spend much time in level 2. Um, but you're not at that point of tripping balls yet. You're tripping, but there's difference. There's difference like um, kind of like the trip I'm on at this current moment. I'm still coming off of it. Um, I'd say it's probably a level 2, you know, but the trip that my most intense was a level 4. Now, level 4, you're going right down the fucking rabbit hole. You ain't coming back. So, level 2 is pretty just mild. It's a good, you're not going to have that much of a bad trip. I'd say 1.5 is what I would give a normal person to, here, try this strain. You'll have a fantastic time. Most time they have a great time, you know, because you're gonna have the visuals and, you know, the lights are gonna be a little different. You can have some tracers and stuff like that. Now, once you start getting into level 3, okay, now you're about this part, okay. This is where things are getting hard, okay, because you're losing your control, but you were never in control to begin with. So you have to remember that. When you start getting on the higher dosages and you can feel that shit starting to kick in, just let go. If you fight it, okay, if you fight it, because it wants to take over, and you just have to let it and just let it take over. If you don't and you fight it, it will not be a fun experience. It will not be a very fun experience, and you probably will never want to do mushrooms again. But level 4 but level 3, you know, you can still open your eyes and be like, holy shit, you know, damn, this is intense. You know, visuals are just mind-boggling. Like, level 3 is right where I like, because you can't stop the visuals, but you can still see reality, but the visuals are overlying it. So if I'm sitting here and like a level 3 or a high level 3 and I'm looking at the dog, but there's visuals overlining that. You know, it's really cool. Level 5, I don't suggest going into. If you do too many level 5, you can burn up your onion up top and it won't be fun. Okay, next question. Uncle Ben tag. Spread in time is the way to go. Yes, if you're going to do the Uncle Ben tag, I just mix it up like I would corn. You can do the same kind of concept with my corn idea as you can. Rice, sorry. Okay. Once your muscular relax. Oh, let your muscles relax. Yeah, like, that's what I mean. Well, I've tripped enough. It don't bother me no more to let go. Most time I can pretty much tell right off as it's starting to kick in if it's going to be like a woohoo, a home runner, woo, not so good. Give me a second. Let's see. David Crawford, I haven't seen you for a while. My wife and I will be going to level 1000 Saturday. It's been a month. Their work, their kids haven't had any time. Well, buddy, just be safe. That's the only thing I can tell you is, like, do what you know is safe for you. Because the only person that can, who would know would be you. Like, I know what this stuff does to me. It's way too hot in here. I know what this stuff does to me, but everyone's different. Like, did you know you can do a 3.5 gram dose right now? And it could be the best trip of my day. Or I could do a trip tomorrow, the same dose, same string, and I don't get no visuals. I don't get the the mind, uh, the mental. Okay, where it's like just like everything's going through your head. There's some strains I've done where I sat and I tried to bend a fucking spoon for 2 hours because I was like, I know I can bend this son of a bitch with my mind. Okay, so that's the mental side of mushrooms. Okay, then you got the visual sides and some other sides of it. And so I've just been playing with all that kind of stuff. Let's see, at peak of the trip, going to try to take. Listen, guys, I will never tell you to do this. David, I highly suggest you don't do this. Don't mix your fucking drugs. If you're gonna do psychedelics, stay with mushrooms, stay with DMT, stay with whatever the fuck you want. You wanna do acid, fuck it, do acid. I don't care. But don't fucking do anything else but that. When you start mixing drugs, y'all, you can really get yourself into some big fucking problems. Especially if you're mixing alcohol in there, man. Don't be mixing alcohol with psychedelics. You will find yourself in a world of shit. Give me some context of what you are telling about. I have no idea what the hell he's talking about. Okay, how did you get into growing? I wanted to grow when I was a kid, back right around the 2000 era. I wanted to grow, but I couldn't figure out how. Like, it wasn't the you couldn't find spores. You There was no all-in-one bags. This was 20 some years ago, when, as far as I knew, you had to have a fish tank and some dirt, and you just grew it. I had no fucking idea. And then it became legal in Colorado, and I decided, well, fuck it. I've been wanting to do it. I grew weed for a long time. Actually worked as a greenskeeper for a couple dispensaries. Um, but because I live in a fifth wheel, I can't grow weed no more. So I had to switch to something else that doesn't need as much power. But yet, if you're trying to grow weed or mushrooms, I would tell you to go with weed. It's a little bit easier. It takes a little longer, but it's a hell of a lot easier than mushrooms. Mushrooms, once you get it down, it's like, oh, this is simple. But the frustration you're going to have when you're first starting out is ungodfully painful. Like, contamination is going to be a huge factor for you. You got to be cleanly, you're clean. You got to be sterile. You got to know what the fuck you're doing. And here's the thing, you don't know what the fuck you're doing to begin with. So trial and error. That's how I taught myself. I just started. I'm gonna, when I put my mind to something, y'all, I get it done. I was like, I'm gonna learn how to grow fucking mushrooms, and that's just the end of it. I just taught myself how to grow. I picked up a couple things off of, like, I don't really care for the guy no more, but the rookie mycologist, I used to watch him, just to kind of get me my idea where I needed to go. But the problem was, I was still having issues because I was doing everything by the book. And I don't do things by the book. I'm best off doing, hey, right field, left field. No one would have thought of stump tech, or spores to corn. No one would have thought about that. So them are a couple things that I came up, or thought of, and begun doing that. Stump tech still works, except I do Stump Tech 2.0 now. Okay, and I let the comments get out of control a little bit. Okay, just curious, what gram dose is level 4 or 5 for you? You said 2.5 for level 3. It depends on the strain, and it also depends on your body. Um, and this is for Nick Cadwell. Level 4 is, don't really like being in level 4 because I don't like the way it makes my body feel. Um, Level 4 is dangerous. In my eyes, you don't need to be in level 4. You don't need to be in level 5. Um, I don't prefer going into that, but there are some times where, you do a dose and you think, oh, it's the same as like last, but it could be a little bit more potent and it can get you deeper into going down the rabbit hole than what you were expecting. Kind of like my last trip, I wasn't expecting to go into level 4. I was expecting a high level 3, not level 4. Yeah, but I got there anyways. But I was able to pull myself out. Um, because you're peaking. It's not like you get up there and you just cruise. You're sitting there going like this for the most part. And I found myself in level 4 off 3.5 grams of albino jetty. And the way I knew that it was level 4 because I couldn't open my eyes. Well, let me restate that. I opened my fucking eyes, but nothing changed. Like, reality was gone. Like, I wasn't in my trailer. I had no idea where the fuck I was. No idea. I have no idea. I just open my eyes. I'm sitting there and I'm just concentrating. Um, and I was just like, please let me open my eyes. Please let me open my eyes. And I opened my eyes and reality came. Um, it was there, very faint, but it was there. And so I refused to let myself go. At that point, I stopped being in a meditative state. Okay, I like to meditate while I do this stuff because just relaxing. It's meditating, and you can just feel your whole body just relax, and you have no pain. But at the same time, if you start to find yourself going that way, open your fucking eyes, go outside, smoke, do something. At that point, you, it's really hard to be around people, by the way, in level 3, especially if they're not tripping. Um, kind of lost sight on that one. Okay, so not a fan of level 4, but 3.5 grams did it last time to me. I try to not go over 3.5 grams, depending on the strain. If it's Arena Volcano, I've done up to 10 grams of that. Jedi Mindfuck, Yeti, and some of the other higher strains like Penis Envy, no, God, no. You do 6 grams and you'll be in level 5 so fast. At least for me, I'd be in level 5 so fast, I don't want to be there. So I hope that answers your question, Nick. Bradley, I don't. I did a gram of Golden Teacher and it made me trip a lot of visuals and body highs. I hate the body highs. I only want the visuals. Bradley, you and me both, buddy. I love the visuals. Um, the reason I don't microdose, and this may kind of shock a couple people, anytime I eat mushrooms, my core temperature drops or gets higher. And I've been playing different strains, do different things, kind of like weed. You got indica, you got sativa. Mushrooms are the same fucking way. Um, I don't mind the body high from mushrooms, but I hate the body high from weed. Um, let's see what else. But visual, I love my visuals. That's why I'm a huge fan of Jedi Mindfuck because its main thing is visuals. I tried to grow the first time by collecting cow poo from a field. I built a box in the yard, harvested 3 to 4 times before all dried out. I was 15 years old. Okay, well, you got to try somewhere, man. Like when I begun a year and a half ago, I didn't know jack squadly shit, man. Like I just kind of, way I put it, a blind man is still going to make it down a fucking hallway. If you put all kinds of shit in his way, he's when take away his stick, he's still going to make it down the damn hallway. He's just going to fall a few times and fumble, and he's not going to get there as fast, but he's still going to get there. Like a broken clock is right twice a day. Think about it. Let's see what else I have had. I haven't had any contamination yet. My golden teachers are good. Are good God. 65 grams dry. Albino Jetty is doing good. Hell yeah, Bradley. Fuck yeah, man. Contamination will fuck your day up real quick. So if you haven't watched any of my previous vids, guys, go back and I actually talk about early contamination and how to spot that. And I'm telling you guys, if you guys can figure the littlest things out, like how to catch contamination before it's out and it starts dropping its spores, you will save your ass so much. The other thing is, I would like to say, I don't care for the body load. Yeah. Your nose always gets cold or feels cold. Not my nose, my body. Um, like, it could be 75 degrees in here and I could be sitting next to the heat vent with it blowing hot air on me, and I'm still fucking cold when I trip. I don't microdose because no matter what amount of mushrooms I take, that fucking happens. And it's not worth it to me for a tingle to have to suffer through being cold when I know it's not cold. Being into mycology, but just forces on shrooms. Being into mycology, but just focusing on shrooms is incredible. Well, yeah, there's more to mycology, like spores and all that. But I do this channel so that you all can grow your crops, sustain your crops for the cheapest fucking amount possible. Um, I don't like agar dishes because, okay, so one of the things came up. Sorry, I'm going to cut that off. One of the things came up, why don't I use Uncle Ben? You know, the little Uncle Ben packets. For one Uncle Ben's packet, I can do 5 jars of corn. I can buy 2 bags, 4 pounds of yellow corn for damn near the price of one Uncle Ben's bag. Now think about that. So you have 3 Uncle Ben's bags, okay, and they go bad, and you're looking at, I think they're like $5, somewhere around $5. Okay, not 100% for sure. With inflation, probably $5. So we'll go $5. Now you did 3 of them, so you're up $15. Okay, I can do 5 jars for $2.25. I can do 5 shoe boxes for $2.25. Where that shoebox is going to require 2 Uncle Bens. So just remember that. It's like if I called myself. Okay, well, Tom, if you don't like it, then check. You don't have to fucking be here, man. Like, I focus on the mycology of the mushroom part. If you have a problem with that, you can leave the chat. Don't bug my butt. Let's see. Hey, If you think you can do a nicer job, Tom, then let's see you fucking do this. Let's see you have 1,500 people in a year and a half. Let's see you do this. Let's see you just talk without a fucking script in hand and just trying to make sense of people's comments and trying to relate information. You know what? Give me a second. I don't know. Oh, I am on the right one. Haha. Okay. Uh, do. Bye, Tom. So Tom is no longer in this chat, y'all. He can keep his fucking 2 cents to him fucking self. Because there's one dickhead in this group, and there's 13 other people that are enjoying this conversation. So, and if you unsubscribe me, then go for it. I don't give a fuck. I would rather not have you as a sub if you're going to be rude and just do that kind of shit. Sorry, y'all. I get a little pissy when people, you know, grr. All right, new comment. Crawford, Tom is gone. Yeah, like, I try to be as simple and as kind as I possibly can to people. Like, if you see me in the store, I will talk your fucking ear off because I just love to talk. Okay, but yeah, exactly, David. Don't feed the trolls. I don't feed trolls. I kick them the fuck out of here. But anyways, everybody, Woody did a good job today out duck hunting. Don't know if you all give a shit about that, but that happened. What part of Colorado? The good part, baby. The good part. Just fucking with you. I move around because I'm in a fifth wheel. But most time I'm down in the southern side of the state, down in like Pueblo, Colorado Springs, and then you'll find me up in the mountains too. So all over Colorado. Sorry for smoking y'all, but God, this shit just pisses me off. The fucking trolls. This shit ain't easy, guys. Just sit here and have a conversation with a fucking phone, answering questions just off the top of my head. It's not as easy as what people think. And it just, come on, strangle motherfuckers. Like, fuck. Okay. Any other questions? Please ask. I'm all ears. These live sessions are for you guys to find out questions and ask me personal stuff. You can ask me personal stuff. If I think it's too personal, then I just won't fucking tell you. Don't feed the trolls. Any other questions? Nick, you got any other questions? You said you were starting out. And do we have any, in case I got it wrong, Nick, and just in case that I do have that wrong, do we have any people in the chat that are new to mycology? How do I take my dosages? Lime tech. Same thing as lemon tech, but you can use lime instead. I can't do lemons. It just fucks my stomach up. But I can eat a whole lemon, a lime. So don't understand that one. And I cut a half a lime up and I let it sit for 2 to 3 hours in show you. I can't show you. You're gonna have to go back and watch a video. But anyways, if you go to the magic trailer, if you give me a second, I'm in Jay's channel. Fuck. Anyways, you go to the magic trailer, I talk about lime tech, lemon tech, and all that. And so what it basically does is the lime juice, when you squeeze the lime into a glass with the mushrooms, something in the limes extracts the psychobenzene, psilocybins. It extracts the psilocybins out of the mushrooms, so then you can ingest the liquid. You don't gotta eat the damn mushrooms, okay? And I like, sorry for the smoke. I like that a little bit nicer because I don't have the nauseousness. My stomach ain't all fucked up. Like, it's a little bit more peaceful, but it takes a couple hours to do. Well, how, hey Nick, how big is your big shroom you're talking about? Depends on how you store them. If you just put them in a bag, from what the little research I've done, mushrooms will degrade over time. Um, I don't really, I haven't seen that with any of my own strains, because I go through it kind of fast. Let's see. Nig. Oh, wow. So I still do the tea thing, except fuck. I wish I had it. All right, so if you guys kind okay, think outside the picture here, guys. Think outside the box. Just enlighten me here. Okay, this is not a fireball shot. Think of this at being about yay full of this blue little potion. Okay, that's basically what you're ingesting. So what you do is you take your mushroom, you grind them up. Hell, I'll get everything except the mushrooms, and I'll show you what to do. Okay, so here we go. We're gonna need this thing. You need a glass and this and a bag of mushrooms. Okay, and a lime. Okay, what you're gonna want to do? Take your mushrooms and break them up into little chunks about yay big. Put them into this thing, grind them up. Do not smash it to fine powder. If you do that, you're gonna have a hell of a time. Just smash it up so the fibers are all exposed. Okay, and you dump that into a glass. Doot. And then you add a little bit of water. I do about a shot glass of just plain water. It doesn't have to be ice cold. It doesn't have to be hot. Just normal fucking temperature. Then you take your half a lime or lemon. You go and you squirt it all into that, and then you mix it up, and then you let it sit for a few hours, and then you'll start to see this blue, because there's still mushrooms in it, and you'll start to see the mushrooms turn to a really gorgeous sky blue, like really deep blue. Okay, and that's telling you that it's time. Okay, then you take another glass that has, we'll say this is a different glass. This is the glass with mushrooms. Okay, and you go bloop, and so it catches all the mushroom particles. That's why it's important you don't smash it up into bug powder. And then you get the liquid here. In this cup, you have your tea, about this much of tea. And I do a honey sugar black tea, and it's only about that full, and it's warm. And I take my liquid after. So here's your tea, here's your concentrate. Okay, but you still got this. Okay, Now, remember, your mushrooms are on top. Okay, so I smash it down and get all the good juice out of it. I throw this away. This is no longer good. This is what you're after. Now, just imagine that it's in here. Just this little cool, nasty looking liquid that smells like shit. Then you go, bloop, into the cup. And then you drink the cup. Okay, there's another step though. Now, this is what I did yesterday. This is where this comes into effect. Okay, because this whole process of what I just showed you takes about 3 to 4 hours. Okay, that's a long ass fucking time if you're like, hey, I want a trip. You know, sometimes things come up and you're like, well, fuck, I can't trip today, so I gotta hold it. Okay. Remember, now this is, say this is your little potion, the extract from the mushrooms, okay? Now what you can do is take this and siphon it in to that, and then stick it into this, and then repeat until this is gone and it's all in here. And what that'll do is now you have your little potion. And then you can just drink this whenever you want, and you'll be tripping your little ass off in about half hour. So there is no more wait. But I know, Mo, as you can see, I'm doing something, bud. Go lay down. The only problem to this is it will go bad, and it does lower after a while. After a while, the dosage will start to go less. As long as you're doing within a day or two, I haven't had any problems with that. But if you do, like you do a 3.5 gram dose and you wait 3 weeks to do it, it may not be 3.5 grams worth. It might be only 2.5 grams worth. So got to be careful with that. Hopefully that answered some questions. I just enjoy doing what I do, man. I love teaching people. Was something else you guys want to learn, let me know. I'll start finding another YouTube channel. I got 3 of the motherfuckers. I mean, the only problem is, man, time. It is so hard. It is so hard to keep up with 3 channels because, like, this channel, my Mycology channel, takes up a lot of time. Um, and that's just the way it goes. You know, it takes up a lot of time. Then I do my hunting channel, and that eats up even more time. And then I do my trip channel, which is the Magic Trailer. Um, and that one's probably the last one on the list. Unfortunately, I'm still getting comfortable with tripping on videos and talking about tripping on videos and the side effects and stuff like that. I would much rather do it on a live feed, and that's why we're doing it here. Um, let's see. Okay, explain that. I made an attachment for the vacuum that I used to seal the weeds. Should work for fungi as well. I I guess it'd be like a vacuum seal bag, kind of, sort of. Yeah, you could do it that way. Um, but I'll tell you one thing that pisses me off more than anything. Okay, because like Colorado laws. Okay, it's not against the law for me to give somebody a bag of fucking mushrooms. It's not. And there's quite a few people I was, here, have a bag of fucking mushrooms. But they're people I know, they're people I've gone through. Most of them are vets. I like helping my vets out. You know, I'm a vet myself, and I understand some of the issues that come from being a fucking vet. Um, But the one thing that drives me nuts, man, I spent all that time in growing these little bastards, and before they even look at it, they crunch it up to stuff it in their pocket. That pisses me off more than fucking anything. Because you don't even get to see the product. All you get to see is the smashed up shit. It's like, fuck. Okay, anyways, if anyone has any questions, please ask. I'm getting a little tired, and this video has been going for an hour now. Da, 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 da. This is so awesome. Thank you. That was super helpful. Takes 3 hours or so to turn blue. Okay, it doesn't take 3 hours to turn blue. Okay, so let me see if I can show you guys a picture. It's probably on my fucking phone though. Hopefully, it might be here. And no, I do not have that picture. So I had a picture of a container that, if you go to the Magic Trailer, I don't know who that was, Nick. If you go to the Magic Trailer and you watch the video that I do on this, here, hold on. I'm going to change my profile. Give me a second, real quick. This is a cool thing that I get shit I can do on my tablet. Okay, so now I'm going to watch my own stuff. So if you all could do me a huge favor, this video should not be on Jay's Mycology. This video or this live stream should be on the Magic Trailer. I don't like talking about tripping and shit on the Magic Trailer because it's not, excuse me, I don't like tripping and stuff and talking about that on Jay's Mycology because this is a growing channel. The Magic Trailer is tripping and talking about everything that has to do with dosages and tripping and stuff like that. So please go add me. I'm typing in the comment. It'll be please add me. Or please sub me. And if you click on that link in the comment section and you click on the Magic Trailer name, it'll take you right to that channel. And if you could do me a huge favor and like and subscribe to that channel, I would be very much obliged to y'all. I know there's only 8 of us in here, but what the fuck? But 8 more is still 8 more people. And if you already subbed to the Magic Trailer, thank you. I do appreciate it. Let's see what else. OSSO. I'm not going to try to pronounce your name. I'm not very good at that. You're absolutely right. I love being self-sufficient. I love doing things for myself. I like being able to listen. There's shit out there right now that is getting laced in everything. Fentanyl. They found fentanyl in weed, for God's sakes. Why the hell would you put fentanyl in fucking weed to begin with? I don't get it. But I found out, Montreal, hey, how's life going? That for you to truly understand and know exactly what you're taking, sometimes it's best just to grow your own shit. Because like right now, I think I pay less than $25 a month to keep everything going. Within now every 3 to 6 months, I think I pay $50, and that's for your Mycology, your gypsine, your coir, your alcohol, your distilled water, all that kind of stuff. So being self-sufficient is 100% the best thing. All right, any more questions, y'all? It's 6:18 here. I really need to take a fucking dab. Yeah. Like homeboy just put in the comments, they found it in fucking weed, man. Like, no offense, I smoke weed. I don't want to take a hit and fucking die because some asshole put fentanyl on my shit and didn't fucking tell me. That's just fucked up. So, do your own research, guys. Don't trust nobody neither. Like, trust is earned, not given. Just remember that. Anything. If it burns, I mean, I got a joint here, but I'm trying to keep this monetized. So if when I do get be able to be monetized, this can be monetized. So there's certain things I can do in my videos, like if I was planning on deleting this video, I'd be hitting a bong right now, smoking fucking joints. I mean, I don't give a shit. Um, I don't know. I just grow this shit myself. That's how I do it. Or I just go to the dispensary to buy weed. I don't even like medication, to be honest, man. Like, doctors, they want to get us all stuck on fucking meds, and then you got to take, 50 fucking, not 50 meds, but you're taking like 3 or 4 different meds, and the first thing is this one contradicts what this one does, and then this one contradicts what that one fucking does, and this one contradicts what that one does. It's like, Jesus Christ, why come I can't get something that just solves the fucking problem? Like, I shouldn't have to take 10 fucking pills. I was that guy. Yeah, this guy right here. I got out of the army. They had me on all kinds of fucked up shit. And it was to the point of, now I'm not saying stop taking your fucking meds. Okay, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying for me, it was the right thing to do. It could not be the right thing for you. So please take your fucking meds. But um, they had me on things that I just felt like a fucking zombie. And there's probably vets that can raise their little hand in here and saying, yeah, I felt the same fucking way when I got out. They just made us zombified. And I didn't want to live that life no more. So, ta da! Okay. Any golden advice for a first trip on shrooms? I have some experience with LSD and some other cyclobenzines, but never took shrooms. Um, do you have an idea how much you're gonna take? Do you know what strain you're gonna eat? Like, them things, like, it's not as simple as it was when I was a kid. You'd be like, hey, I want a bag of mushrooms. Some dude to give you a bag of fucking mushrooms and you'd eat the whole bag. It's not the same right now because I got strains that if you're the first time person who's experiment a little bit but not with shrooms, and you find yourself I would just do low dosage, man. You can always fucking eat more. That's my biggest thing I love to tell people is golden advice. Don't eat the whole fucking bag. uh, you get an eighth, eat a gram. Try it. Wait an hour. Okay. It did something. Okay, eat another gram. Wait another hour. That's how I begun when I didn't really understand mushrooms. And that's the way I begun is just start low and work your way up. Because here's the problem with psychedelics. Whatever goes down your throat, it's done. Your train ride is fucking happening. Okay. And you don't get off the train until your destination has been arrived. So if you're new at it, what I would suggest is start off with a low dose. Understand the strain you're going to work with. Don't pick a super high strain like penis envy your first time. because that could really put you in a bad state. What I would do is I'd probably go with a weaker strain like Golden Teacher, Arena Volcano, some of them weaker strains. You will have a much better time doing it that way than just, oh well, fuck it, eat a whole bag, because that won't be fun. I'm in Oregon. Leo, do dispensaries sell shrooms? So, no, dispensaries in Colorado do not sell shrooms. You cannot actually buy mushrooms in a dispensary. Haha. So, there's ways around this, though. They do make edibles, uh, shroom edibles. They do even make a shroom vape pen. So if you guys want, I will give you that information right here, right now. And I will only do it one fucking time because I do not have permission by the store. And I don't want to get hit for copyright and shit like that. Okay. And I've reached out to this company a couple times and they have ghosted me because I'm not big enough, I guess, to pay any thoughts of. And that would be Mary Jane's Haberdashery in Colorado. They do sell mushroom spores and they do sell edibles and the pins. There you go. There is another place too. I just can't remember it. Oh, that sucks. My doc just canceled on hunting. Fuck. I don't know where I was saying. Give me a second. Let me listen to what I was saying. A couple times, and they have ghosted me because I'm not big enough. Okay, so there's another shop that I'm working with right now. I got to meet the owner, and he was a very cool cat. And I was supposed to go back in and talk to him, but man, I've been so fucking busy doing other shit. I just haven't had time. Time is not on my motherfucking side. The furnace is on, so sorry about the noise. Hi, buddy. Thanks for stopping in. I'm sorry you have to go, but thank you. Please do not forget to hit that like and subscribe button. It does help me out. Thank you. Kator. But anyways, yeah, they do have that stuff in Colorado. The other shop I'm trying to talk about, I can't remember the name of it. There'll be an upcoming video about that where you guys can go find mushroom spores, and they do have the all-in-one, and they do sell the all-in-one bags. They sell the spores. They sell everything needed to do. I will be getting in contact with that guy, and I will be doing a video actually about that story. So please stay tuned. This might be just my foot in the door. I don't know yet, but I really like to get my merch going. I'd like to see my merch in a store. So that's kind of what I'm going for that. You know, maybe I don't get anything, but it'd be nice to, if I had, you know, a t-shirt, a couple hats, a sweater or something in a shop, man, that just make me feel so much nicer. Make me feel humble, man. Like, getting my shit out there is one of my biggest things I've been trying to do, and it's just not been happening. But if there's a will, there's a way, baby. And if you just keep going, you put your head down, you just keep going, you keep pushing through, and you keep putting that left foot in front of the right foot, and then right foot in front of the left foot, you will never go backwards. I gotta go home, boy. Very down-to-earth channel. Liked and subscribed. Thanks, Leo. Is there anything you would like to know? Anything. You can ask me even a personal question. I don't give a shit. This is y'all time to get to know who I am. Because who you see on video is not. It's me, but like, that's what people don't understand about the videos. I can cut, and I can edit, and I can do a lot with the vids to make it out to be where I'm this perfect guy, don't make no fucking mistakes. Guess what? I fuck up a lot. I make a lot of fucking mistakes. Yep, never give up. Biggest thing, like that's I've seen. Well, I know at least 5 people that have tried growing mushrooms and they gave up. And here's the thing, I don't blame them for giving up because they did it the wrong way. And this is the reason I'm going to tell you it was the wrong way. You go out and you buy a syringe. That's $45 to $35, okay, with shipping and all that. You get it all in one bag. That's the same price. So you're up to $90 fucking bucks. Now you're just starting out, $90. Oh, okay. What's the chance of that all in one bag contaminate in the first time you've never done mycology ever? You have probably a 90% chance that fucker's going to contaminate on you. So what I tell people is always go in the 3s. If you inoculate 3, you might have one that turns out. If you're lucky, you get all 3. But I don't like all-in-one bags, even though I have one sitting right there that I'm about to inoculate because you all asked me to. And I try to keep you all happy. All-in-one bags are not the way to go. They're the easiest way, but the fucking most expensive way. I would do, versus Uncle Ben's, I just get my spores and I just inoculate a bunch of Uncle Ben's rice. Or I would just go and take the videos that I've done a couple of them this last week, making your own substrate and making your own corn. Use them 2 videos and you're golden. And then you don't have to spend $90 fucking or over $90 because I don't have $90 just to blow on one thing in case it contaminates. I'm not rich. I wish I was. Live stream is so much more interactive. Yes, that's why I like doing live streams. But I have to be in the right mind state. I'm not saying I'm fucking crazy or anything, but like, if I did live streams every day, I'd be burnt the fuck out. It's just that way. Live streams take a lot because you gotta be going, you gotta be talking. So, but I like it. I'm here for you guys, so if you got any more questions, please ask away. We've been going for 78 minutes and 22 seconds. Is there anyone in here who's in Colorado? Leave a comment. Anyone reasonably even fucking close to Colorado? Leo, you gotta have a good time. Like, you got a couple ways of doing this. You can make it just textbook, talking, blah, 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 blah. Missouri here, hell yeah. Or you can make it entertaining, man. I like to have an entertainment. Like, Nebraska, I've been through Nebraska. I have a couple stories about Nebraska. So, I'm not going to say who, but he's probably watching this live stream. I helped a friend move to Nebraska, right? Well, in Colorado, I hit a fucking deer. And the deer got hung up. This is going to be a little graphic. Don't mind. Just bear with me here. It has to do with Nebraska. I can't remember what town, though. Any fucking ways. So, it's like 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm half fucking asleep. A deer's in the middle of the road, dead. I couldn't swerve to miss it, and so I went over it. Well, the trailer behind me, it got wrapped up in the trailer, and I could hear it going thunka, 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 thunka. So I had 2 ideas. Well, you can either slow down and get it out of there, which is going to be a fucking nasty disaster mess, or you just speed the fuck up and eventually it'll kick itself out. And it did. Okay, so long story short. So we're driving across country to help my friend move. We stop in Nebraska for gas, right? And he's paying for all this. So he pays, and I get in the truck and I leave. Well, he didn't pay for my diesel that I filled up with. So then we pull around to get some fucking food. Next thing I know, I got fucking cops. Cool cops. Not gonna lie, they were probably the best cops I've ever had a situation in. I'm in shorts. I am tired. I'm hungry. Not very. I'm being polite and nice, but you could probably tell I'm not happy that the fucking cops are there. And I tell you what, that was probably one of the best situations I've ever walked out of. I can't say really much more to this story, but the cops, we would have got screwed if the cops dug. So thank God they didn't. But yeah. Yeah. Kansas, North Carolina. Hey, you guys doing okay in NC? I know you guys got hit quite hard up there by Helene. Hey, Jesse, Jessy. Hey, like I've commented you a couple times. You really need to stop putting that. I'm a bot. If you could stop doing that, I'll leave your comments. So please stop putting that. Just leave your damn comment. Sibra. Where is what's his name? I wish I had him. I got form one. Well, hey buddy, Geki, I think is your name. What's up? Let's see what else. Any other questions? Ask away, guys. Like anything. I don't care. Mycology, personal, whatever. I'm not gonna fucking lie, man. When I woke up on the 6th, I woke up with a little bit less stress, knowing that fucking Trump was in. So I don't like talking about fucking politics on my channels, but I will admit I slept a little nicer on the 6th, knowing that he's going to be our new president. Anyways, no more politics. G-E-G-E-K-I. No more politics, buddy. Man, seriously, question. Weird. I found this as I just took some and now came. So, lemon tech was causing me the problem because I was doing too much lemon. How much lemon did you use? Did you use a half a lemon? I don't know you, you don't know me. So for me to help you, you got to be upfront. What was your dose? And how much of a lime did you use? Or lemon, sorry. Oh, that's why, dude. Oh, fuck. Don't do a whole lime, dude. That will fuck your shit up. Sorry. Half. 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 Um, I prefer lime over lemon. Because I would do the same thing as I do like a 3.5 gram dose. I'd be like, oh, about a half lime or lemon. And man, my stomach would just fucking turn. And I'd be like, what the fuck, man? It's not supposed to be doing that. And then I switched to a lime, and I've had no more issues with it. So try that next time, but half. Oh, I don't have one. So, yeah, narco, good luck. Um, yeah, squeeze. You could always squeeze yourself. I like that one, Leo. Um, what do you mean? Does that work with chocolate? GEKI, your last. This is your last, buddy. No more politics. No more president. No more any of that thing, or you'll be taken off the chat. Anyways, any other questions? This is y'all's time. Yeah, this is y'all's time to ask me anything you want to ask. So if you don't ask, then that's on you for not getting a answer. Whatever. Um, what are you squeezing? Limes? Mushrooms. You squeeze the half a lime or half a lemon into a jar. This is your jar. Take your mushrooms, put them in there. Do not smash them up to bug powder. Okay, no bug powder. You just want it smashed up. And then you take about a shot of water. You take a half a lime or lemon. You squeeze it in there. Then you stir it up and you let it sit for a few hours. You don't have to let it sit for a few hours, but the longer you let it sit, the more potent it's gonna be. Um, and then you'll start to see it change in blue on top. And then you take your strainer, this doodad again, and you put this. This is a different glass. Okay, so this is the glass what has the mushrooms and lime juice and water. Okay, this is another glass. The glass is still here, just pictured in my hand. Okay, this is empty glass. You take this, you take this glass, you go bloop, and all your mushrooms and shit stay on top for the most part. That's why it's important you don't smash it up to bug dust. Okay, then you strain it out. Then you take this and you throw it the fuck away. You don't need this no more. All the good shit's right here. You got this cup that's got your tea in it, and I do and sorry if you guys have heard this explained before. I've done it twice now on this tonight. Black tea about here with some honey and sugar. Then you take a concentrate, you go bloop, and then you drink it. And then about a half hour to 45 minutes, you're rocking and rolling, baby. Easiest way to explain lemon or lime tech. Huh. I ate mushrooms plenty in the past. Never heard of such a thing. I can't eat mushrooms no more, man. They make me fucking sicker than shit. Holy. Like, if I actually try to ingest actual mushrooms, fuck, man. Whew. Sometimes I can't even eat them. I puke them right back up. So, because I've done probably too many mushrooms. But that's just the way life goes. So I just do the lemon or lime tech. And what it does is the reason I do that is you don't have the nauseousness. You don't have the upset stomach. Now, if like your, I think Narco was it, he did a whole lime or lemon and to that will fuck your stomach up because there's too much citric acid mixed in with the mushrooms and it just tears my stomach up. That's why I say half. And if you still have issues with lemons, switch to a lime. That seemed to work great for me. I was having issues with lemons when I did my lemon tech, so I switched to lime tech now. Okay, a couple questions came in. I gotta read them. Give me a second. Eat some lime. Does lime or lemons help? No, the limes and lemon, blah, the limes and lemons extract the psychobenzenes within the mushroom, so you don't need to eat the mushrooms because all the good stuff's pulled out of them. Can you use one of those plastic? Okay, yeah, yeah. Yes, yes, with a. I want to say no, but technically you can use the lime. Technically, you can use one of these. Okay, now the thing is I've found out that this ain't as strong as the real thing. Um, I've done quite a few trips with this, and I've done a lot of fucking trips with this, and I always had weaker trips, no matter what. They did never quite got me to where I wanted to be. So if I want a trip now, I use actual uh, limes or lemons. Limes. I use this for beer whenever I feel like drinking a beer or for cooking or whatnot. Goes good on fish. Okay, so I ate mushrooms plenty, and yeah. Ever tried a white herb blue rock? No, I don't do man-made drugs. Yes, I live in a trailer. Sorry, I'm just kind of bopping around some answers, so I'm just jumping around the ones I see. Okay, which one tastes better in your opinion? Lime. Lime, 100% Leo. But that's because I don't care for lemonade. But I can. It's weird. Like, I can't drink a glass of lemonade without my stomach hurting, but yet I can pill a fucking lime and eat the son of a bitch right now. And it won't do anything to me. You know, it makes my mouth hurt a little bit because of all the citric acid, but that's about it. Um, let's see what else. Cool. Jason, cool. Thanks, man. I asked because I don't have any raw around. I just chocolate. I've never heard of any the chocolate. Now I know Mary Jane's Haberdash sells chocolate bars. They sell all kinds of shit in Colorado. But been asked once before, you cannot go to the dispensary. I know quite a few dispensary people, and you cannot go there and get mushrooms at a dispensary, a weed dispensary. There's a couple places. One's Mary Jane's Haberdash. There's a couple locations. I know the one in Pueblo off of 50. They got all that stuff. They even have mushroom vape pens. This is not a mushroom vape pen, by the way. Just saying. Okay. Why don't build house? Because houses are expensive and I'm single. And with inflation right now and the market, like to buy that, I was doing some research to actually have a house right now, like with inflation and all that shit, you have to be making over 160 grand a year just to have a fucking house. Like, so I'd be working all the, okay, I've owned a house. Okay. I didn't see the point of it because I was working all the time so I could afford the house, but yet I was never in the fucking house to enjoy it because I had to be at work all the time so I could have the fucking thing. Because it's not just the house; it's the power bill, the internet. Then you got the cable. Then you got this, that, trash, and every other fucking thing. So I just said hell with it, and I picked myself up a trailer. It's a 27-foot toy hauler, and just kind of travel around. Like I said, these live streams are for you guys to get to know me and for me to interact with you guys and you guys ask whatever fucking question you want to ask. I mean, you can ask me personal shit and I'll answer it as long as it's not too personal. I got the best one in my village. Nice, man. Like, I love my trailer. Oh, I built my house with the rest of my fallen. QQQ, have you considered diaper tech? Yes, yes, I have. And I do use diaper tech. Who was it? I think it was earlier in the chat. Somebody was saying that they had to leave somewhere for 2 weeks, and diaper tech would help you out with the humidity. Now, okay, the reason why I don't use that pure light, pure whatever, that little white pebble bullshit. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Try it. You'll try it once and you'll think the same fucking thing I did. It's not worth the hassle. That shit is by far a pain in the ass. Like, you gotta take it out, you gotta change it, it molds on you, and then it gets fucking everywhere. Like, everywhere. Like, in your holes, in your containers. It's just awful. I'd rather just open the lid, spray a couple times, and fan. That's how I do it. Rye grain. Never tried rye grain, Jess. Um, People have had some great success with rye grain. It also depends. So certain strains are going to do better with different grain options. I like corn, and that's just the one that I've used. Some people use oats. I've heard people using rye grain, bird seed, just all kinds of weird shit, whatever you can get mycelium to eat. I don't like vape pens either. I like the flower or smoke. So the only reason I'm doing a vape pen at the moment is because so there's a bigger picture, y'all. Like, I've been doing this to try to get this channel monetized so all my hard work does pay off. That's what I'm trying to do. Um, and so that's why you don't see me smoking joints and bongs and all this other stuff. And that's why you very seldom get to see it in a video to where I might forget and where I'm like trying to pan left or right and you might catch a bong in, a split little section. You might see that every now and then. Besides that, I really try to keep that off this channel. But while I'm doing live feeds and stuff, man, I can't sit here for 2 hours and not smoke. That's just fucking crazy. Yeah. Johnny, you're right, but I just go to Walmart. I don't need $20. Show me the bong, brother. No. Sorry. Any other questions, y'all? Like I said, this is all y'all's time. Ask away. Because once it's gone, it's gone. It's the only thing you don't get. Talk to Micro Geeky Podcast. Listen, if y'all know people that are into like the mycology, I'm willing to do live streams with other mycologists. I'm sorry for the air quote. Um, but like, I'm cool having a conversation with people. I want to do one with Micro Allen. Um, so yeah, I just don't know what the fuck we're gonna talk about. Like, I can ramble on for days. Hey, geek, or whatever the hell your name is, stop asking me questions about weed. Yes, I smoke weed. This is not a weed channel. This is a mycology channel. Please ask mycology questions. Like I've sat here and I described that I smoke and I prefer flower and I like it all. Stop asking me to show you my bongs and all this stupid shit. No, do not use feed corn. Okay. Do not use feed corn. Big reason why. And I'll explain. Okay. So, now, here's the thing. You can use feed corn. Oh, I just cut the fuck out of my hand. God damn it. Oh, that sucks. I'm bleeding. I'm bleeding. Okay. Sorry, I cut my damn self. The reason you don't use feed corn is because it's not been properly cleaned. So your feed corn can have contaminants and stuff because it's not going to really affect livestock. Okay, now you're probably wondering, well, how the hell do you know this? You know nothing about livestock. Ah, wrong again, y'all. I was a ranch hand for many years. I feed all kinds of livestock. I know quite a bit about livestock. Um, so corn feed is not going to be properly washed. So if you're trying to do corn and you're trying to save some money, for one, you're using corn, so that's going to save you the most cash off the top. The reason you use people corn and you use corn that has been produced for human consumption is because there's a lot less contaminants in the grain. So when you go to sterilize your grain, when you steam pot it or you pressure cook it, it has less contaminants in it, so you have a better chance of killing everything. Because you got to remember that when you steam pot something, it's the outside of the jar, and you got to get everything hot enough to where it gets all the way into the center of the jar to clean everything. Well, if you don't do that, you could have some serious problems with contamination by using feed corn. I have had a couple people leave comments that said that they bought uh, livestock feed, corn, oats, and shit like that, and tried that, and they never got it to work because of the contamination, even though they went through the whole process uh, of sterilizing the jars and stuff and the grain inside the jars. They did all that. It just didn't come out because there was too much contamination in the jar from the feed corn that you would feed your cows, horses, goats, whatever. Is mycology mushrooms? Mycology is a multiple of things. Okay, so uh, the base product of mycology would be mushrooms, but there's more to it than that. It's the fungus, the spores, the mold. You can study all of that. So it's not just the the fruits, which would be the mushrooms. There's a lot, like most people don't know that they created mycelium. Mycelium grows mushrooms that eats plastic. They also have another set of mycelium that eats oil. I don't want to eat them mushrooms, though, I'll tell you that for damn sure. But there's things out there that humans have kind of designed. And the funny thing is if you go back and you look into the building block of history, I mean, you gotta go back millions of fucking years, okay? Millions. At one point, you can, now, you can look at me fucking crazy. I'm not crazy. But there's one building block that everything has in it. between a bug to me to you, the fucking birds, you know, mycelium. Mycelium is the building block to all life. Now, there's going to be people that, there's always that one person out there, fucking bullshit, da 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 da. We came from Adam and Eve and blah, 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 blah. So, yeah. Use the good shit, though. $2.50. It'll do 2 bags of this will cost you less than right around $5, maybe a little less than $5, and you can do 5-quart jars and 2 8-ounce jars off 2 bags of this for $5. Okay, enough about that. Talk to Mycology, knows all about it. He also spoke to Jack, something Mycology producer. Did shrooms help you to heal or deal with any life traumas? Oh, yeah. SZ, yeah. Mushrooms have changed my life, like, not in a bad way, like, maybe a little bit in a couple bad ways, but when you start getting into higher dosages, guys, and you're seeing things, it is hard to not come back from that. Like, because your reality is going to be fucking changed. You can't unsee, like, I can't unsee the shit I seen in Iraq, and I can't unsee the shit I seen in Afghanistan. All I can do is learn from that and push on. Okay. And it drives me fucking nuts when people think when the world goes to shit, everyone's gonna be helping each other and everything's gonna be just peachy and okay. I got deployed. I was with the 82nd Airborne in 2005 to 2006. 2005, Hurricane Katrina hit New Orleans. And we got sent down there. And I'll tell you what, that opened my eyes to just how fucked up people truly are. When you take everything away from how fast they turn to being a fucking animal. So, yeah, mushrooms helped me through some traumatic things. Opened my eyes, helped me put closure on some events that were causing a lot of pain in my life. Lets me sleep at night where, like, okay, I still get up in the middle of the night because I gotta take a piss or something, but I'm not waking up screaming. um, Not waking up in a pool of fucking sweat, you know. So yeah, mushrooms have got me through some horrible fucking shit, and that's me being truthful, y'all. The biggest thing are night terrors. Man, I tell you what, night terrors were bad. I still hate them fucking things, man. 3, 4 times a week, waking up just soaked in a pool of fucking sweat, screaming, waking up just fucking screaming. You know, I'm kind of glad them days they're still around, but they don't happen as much. And that's some good things. You know, not all drugs, not all drugs are bad, guys. You know, just depends on how you use them drugs. I don't use mushrooms and go to concerts or um, go to the bar. You know, I do mushrooms in a very a safe and comfort spot for me. And the reason for that is because I do high dosages. So I don't mind being around people that are taking it as well as me, but I don't like being around people that are fucking sober and I'm just like three sheets of the fucking wind just tripping my fucking balls off. I don't like that because it's hard to tell them what the fuck's going on. They don't get it. You know, it's kind of the same thing with being a vet, you know. Unless you've been there, unless you've done it, you can't explain it. They don't understand. And so mushrooms kind of helps me kind of relate to the same thing, except I have an easier time explaining the side effects and stuff to people that have done mushrooms because then they can be like, yeah, I fucking know exactly what you're talking about. And I can actually, like, I can feel it that they actually know what I'm fucking talking about. Yo, oh, I know. And they don't have a fucking clue what I'm talking about. You know, I hate fake people. What are your thoughts on microdosing? God, this question always keeps coming up. What's your take on the N word? Well, the N word to me is a word that I can say amongst a couple friends of mine that happen to be a little bit darker complected. But I went run around yelling that in a fucking Walmart. You know what I mean? Welcome to America, man. Free speech. Say what you want, but just know, just because you say it doesn't mean you ain't gonna get your ass kicked. You know, fuck around, find out. You know, play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Um, NyQuil. Fuck, I haven't done NyQuil in so fucking long. I don't, like I said, I don't like taking man-made shit, man. I don't take aspirin. I really try not to take aspirin. Um, okay, so Leo, my thoughts on microdosing. I can tell you more about microdosing than what I've experienced. I have this weird little thing with me that when I eat mushrooms, it doesn't make a fucking difference. I can eat a half a gram or I can eat 3.5 grams. And the same fucking reaction happens with my internal temperature, thermostat, whatever. Like some mushrooms get me where I'm just boiling fucking hot. And then sometimes, like especially Jedi Mindfuck, it's the one I'm going to go with on this one. It tends to make me cold, even though it's 80 degrees in here. We'll just say it's actually like 72 in here at the moment, which is nice and warm because it's 31 degrees outside. Um, but it will make it feel like I'm freezing my ass off no matter what I take, zero point 0.5 or 3.5. And because of that little side effect that it affects my body in that way, I don't microdose. Because if I'm going to have to deal with that little bullshit side effect that it does with my core temperature, then I might as well just go all the fuck away and just do it that way. Okay, penis envy. Um, I hear they're pretty strong. I don't know. But I got a couple here. That's a penis envy. So I am drying some of them out. I didn't get a good flush of them though. So I only got like 4 or 5 of them. So, but I'll let you know how that turns out. I'm expecting good, you know. Depends on what you like, guys. Like there's like I try to tell people, I know this ain't a weed channel. I'm just using this as a description. Mushrooms are kind of like weed in some aspect. Like you got indica that'll couch lock your ass, or you got sativa that'll wake your ass up, make you want to go do something. Okay. Mushroom strains are the same way. I have some mushroom strains that it's just like fuck, I don't want to leave, man. And then I got some strains that that you want to go hike around the mountains and look at all the cool shit. You know, so it just depends on the strain. Thanks for sharing, man. Really appreciate it. I really feel you and have similar experiences, but the drugs may vary. Listen, you are your own fucking adult, okay? If you want to do drugs, that's on you. If you want to do other drugs than weed, and I've played around with man-made drugs, okay? And I found myself in some bad fucking places. So I don't do man-made drugs no more. I don't even like aspirin, for God's sakes. But I smoke weed every fucking day, and I do mushrooms, and that's about it. If I could find a cocoa leaf, I would chew on the motherfucker because technically a cocoa leaf is not cocaine until it's processed. So technically a cocoa leaf would be okay for me, but cocaine is not. But you're your own self, man. Like you can do what you want. I just hope you do it safe. Have a friend. Make sure that if anything goes fucking wrong, you have a plan B, man. That's the number one thing, you guys. You got to have a fucking plan. Like, one, don't buy a bag of mushrooms and eat the whole bag. Okay, that's just fucking stupidity. Okay, don't do that, you know. Two, be safe about it, guys. Buy the bag of motherfucking mushrooms. You don't know what strain it is. The guy probably didn't want to tell you because he just wants to get the bag, get the cash, and go. I got it. Okay. You know, but low dosage. You can always eat the whole bag if you want. Just give it a little bit of fucking time, you know. Eat a gram, eat a couple stems, a couple caps, wait an hour and a half. Okay, you don't got the results you like, eat another stem and a cap. You know, take your fucking time. Because once you eat them, it's like a train ride, y'all. Once you get on the train don't stop till you hit the destination. And some, if you just eat a whole bag, you might have a little bit longer of a train ride and not the train ride you were expecting. You know, it could be way too strong for you. Just be smart, guys. Do you prefer growing brown fruit or albino, and why? I don't give a shit. I had pink buffalo tonight, and them are brown. I eat albinos. If they were fucking purple, I don't give a shit. You know, as long as they're from me and I grew them. Like even if somebody gave me a bag of mushrooms, I don't know if I would actually. Well, it depends. If some dude just on the random side of the fucking street said, "Here, have a bag of fucking mushrooms," ha ha, and walked off, and I didn't actually know who that guy was, I probably wouldn't eat his shit. You know, even though I like eating mushrooms. Because that would be unsafe. I don't know who that guy is. What if there's fentanyl or something in that shit, you know? So, you know your goddamn drug dealer, for God's sakes. You know, what's that? Vet him. I think that's the word. Vet him. Mutants, I've never tried any mutants. I've had some wild ones. I mean, I got mushrooms that are, fuck, I'll just show you guys. Who wants to see some giant fucking mushrooms? Like, big mushrooms. Think I'm fucking, you got little mushrooms, How's that look for y'all, for a little mushroom? That's actually 4.5 grams. That one fucking mushroom. Got a couple of them in here. Now these are just the big ones. These are like the jumbo big ones. The biggest one I ever grew was dried out at 8 grams, dried out. So, I mean, y'all let me know. Y'all seen mushrooms this big or bigger? Let me know. Alright. Any other questions, y'all? We've been doing this for just about 2 fucking hours. I'm getting a little tired. Jay, you need to set up a hotline for trips, 10.99 a minute. Man, knowledge is free. You just gotta, the only thing I care about is knowledge is free in my eyes. But I want people to listen to what I have to say. You know, because I can tell you until you're blue in the fucking face what you're doing wrong on something. But if you don't listen to what I have to say, then you're never going to get the concept of what you're doing wrong. Does that kind of make sense? Like, knowledge is free. You shouldn't have to go to college for fucking knowledge. It should be passed down like everything. You know, like, well, there's a lot of things I see wrong in America today, but they're just overall in general with society. I think we're way fucking too dependent on this stuff, technology. Do you only grow cubes or do you grow any other active species? Only cubes, I'm sorry, hon. Or bud. I've thought about doing so one of the things I want to do is, I've been saying that you can do it, and I need to do a video, but I'm going to go buy a mushroom from fucking Walmart, you know, one of the ones with the plastic shit over it. And from what I'm told, you can do the same idea that I do with, say, Jedi Mindfuck or Yeti or any of these strains. You can pull it open, take a tissue sample, put it into corn, and it should grow. Now, I understand that some species of mushrooms require different grains, like shiitake mushrooms. I think they prefer wood, you know, so I haven't tried that one yet. I might actually have a friend send me a sample of that, and I might try the Nautilus strain. Caveman, you have no idea, brother. No idea. Like, so one of the things y'all need to know about me, I jump around. Like, I don't know, you know, I bounce around, but I always come back around to society. If you turn the light switch off for, I wouldn't even give it 72 fucking hours. I'd say you turn the light switch out on America, in 24 hours you will be sad to know what will happen. People will turn on at each other, like when you got no food, no gas, supermarkets have no food. But yet, this motherfucker next to you who's been prepped for 10 years, got all this food, but he's just some poor little asshole who lives by himself. You know, and you think you're going to go take all his food. Well, guess what? You're going to wind up with, you know, getting your ass kicked and 6 friends in you. Yeah, everything is like, it's just, when I got out of the Army, I'm going to bring that back up. When I got out of the Army and I went to school for a couple things and got a couple degrees, but I just can't stand fucking people. I can't stand ignorance. I can't stand the fucking just dumb shit. Like, how people are just so fucking ignorant, man. Like, I just don't get it. I just don't get people. Green Air Man, yes, you're exactly right. But Caveman, yeah, it's mushrooms have opened up a lot of avenues for me. I do spend a lot of time in the mountains. I do actually a hunting and fishing channel as well, guys. Lack of education. It's not lack of education. It's lack of supervision, man. You know, when we were growing up, our parents taught us, you know, with a fucking hand, a spoon, or a belt. You know, these words, when I was a kid, were worse than anything. Wait till your dad finds out what you did. That was the worst fucking sentence when I was a kid. Because I knew when my dad found out, my ass was getting whooped. Regardless if I was asleep, my ass would get woke up. You know, so no escaping that. You know, when we start having the government raise our kids, that's the biggest problem. It was like, you can see it like when Rome used to take rebels, a clan guy. So way back in the Roman times, okay? When Rome defeated the barbarians, okay? Now, each clan or each little village had a hierarchy guy, okay? Now, that hierarchy guy had to give up his firstborn, and then he'd go to Rome and be sent off to Rome to go learn Roman shit, okay? So therefore, you're a barbarian, but you get taken away, and you spend your whole life growing up in Rome, learning the Rome shit. So when you come back, do you think you're going to have any idea what the fuck a barbarian does? No, you only know what Rome did. We're doing the same thing to our kids, man. Instead of teaching them right and wrong, we're letting fuck schools do it, and the schools are just fucking that shit up. But I'm stopping that conversation, buddy. I don't want to go down that rabbit hole. Not today. Maybe at a different time, you and I have a chat. You know, I'd love to get on this conversation. We could sit and talk for hours, buddy. Conspiracy theories and all that shit. But on this channel, I don't want to get on that. It's kind of like I don't do politics. Yes. Oh yeah, in all camo. Sorry. Actually, I was out duck hunting today with Woody. We did good. Didn't get much today. Yeah, see, I think you and me, Caveman, we got the same ideas. I never thought of all of that way. Most people don't. That's the weird thing. Unless, so here's something y'all didn't fuck. This is way out of fucking mycology, okay? Has America, leave it in the comments, okay? This is important. Put it in the comments, okay? Has America, since before World War II, right around the World War II era, was United States land ever occupied by anybody other than United States citizens? Meaning like Japan or Germany Did they ever invade America in World War II? Answer the questions in the comments. I want to see how. I know the answer, guys, and this will blow your fucking mind. So answer that in the comments if you say yes or no. Just put yes or no. That's all. That's all you guys gotta do. Yes or no. And I'm licking my hands. I cut the shit out of it. Yes. Micro Allen, fuck yeah, buddy. How you been? I've been waiting for you for fucking an hour and a half, man. We had to kick a couple trolls off and some other stuff. Give me a sec, guys. I gotta plug the old phone in. She's about to die. Come on, baby. Light my fire. And give me a sec, guys. And we're back in business. We're not about to die on the phone. What's that? Micro Allen. Brother. Happened. I seen the one you did with that one cat. Enjoyed it. I want to start getting back into these live streams. But we got to set up something to at least what the fuck we're going to talk about. The Nautilus strain, Micro Allen. Yes, the Aleutian Islands. You are correct. Most people don't know that. Okay. The Nautilus strain. It is Natalensis. You've talked about it before. Is that one you still got? How would you rate it? Like, is it worth having, or would you rather just have like a Jedi mindfuck? Sorry, guys. I don't get to talk to Alan very often. So, hey, if you could one of these days, I might have to get a cut off that if that's cool. It'd be nice to try something different besides my Cabenzis. But God, Cabenzis do so good though. All right. So, anyone else have any more questions? I'm in Central Michigan. Where do I get started? Check your local laws. First place to start, caveman. Check your fucking laws. Like Colorado, New Mexico, they're cool with mushrooms. That's why you see my face in this video. Because if I was in another state that didn't allow it, we wouldn't be having this conversation. But what you first need to do is you need to figure out your laws with the state, and if you want to surpass them laws or whatever, that's on you, buddy. Like, then you would need to go and get. There's a couple ways to do it. You want to do it the cheap way or you want to do it the expensive way, and that's what I'm talking about. Like, if you go with all-in-one bags, and Micro Allen, you will 100% agree with me. All-in-one bags are a good way to start, but the most fucking expensive way. If you want cheap, go on to down below in my vids. Well, first, please subscribe and hit that like button. Appreciate it. Go down and I teach you guys how to sustain your crops, do all your sterilize your corn, pasteurize your substrate, what you need to do your substrate, how to do the corn, golden. And then the one thing you need to do is find the strain you would like. So it depends on what you want. Like, you want something super high visuals, you're gonna have to get a stronger strain most of the time for them higher visuals. If you like visuals, I would definitely go with like a Jedi Mindfuck. If you're looking for something like strong but mental, I'd go with a Yeti. Um, or if you just want a nice relaxing strain just to grow, because you microdose or something like that, I would suggest like Arena Volcano. Help me out, my ground. You got any other advice for this one? Yeah, that's the other thing. How deep you want to go down the rabbit hole when it comes to mycology. Like, you can fill your house up just like that. It's pretty easy to get more than what you think when it comes to mycology, because you're trying to have everything backed up. So you got to have all your jars inoculated, because that takes a month and a half. So you're gonna want a whole bunch of them jars, and then but them got to be on different timelines so that all 12 jars ain't popping at the same time. You need them to pop at different times so you can put different cakes in at that time. So it all just depends on how you really want to do it. But my way, is 100% going to be cheap. And well, I wouldn't say cheap. I mean, you can always add to what I do. You guys can always add more. Do things a little different. Think outside the box. There's people that have these things set up to where you don't even got a fan or mist them. It's all on a timer with a humidifier that kicks on. You don't even do anything to it. You just look at it. Hey, looking good today. I like to have some interaction with them, um, because then I know exactly what's going on in each fruiting chamber. I probably got way off topic on that one. Okay, a couple shoe boxes and a decent LC will get you. Fuck yeah. A little bit will get you going a long way when it comes to mycology. And then if you pay attention, and so say you get your first batch, I'm telling you, man, you get that first flush, you're gonna be so fucking happy. Um, that the next part happens. Okay, so you inoculate it. Now, do you plan on re-inoculating now another jar, or do you plan on pulling a mushroom apart and taking a clone sample? So, and I teach you that in my videos. So just go down and find that. It'll be like cloned corn and shit like that. Um, yeah, I got you on that one. Either make grain or buy ready made. Get a CVG substrate that is to get going. Now that's way more fun, but less. Yeah, so like I do mushrooms for like the spiritual side of it. I don't do mushrooms and run around at a fucking concert and shit like that. Like, I use it to help meditate and find ways. Like, mushrooms have opened some doors for me that I would like to say have saved my life. I have opened some bad doors, so be cautious to what you ask for while you're tripping, because when you're in them high stage of trip and you ask questions like, I want to be more spiritually inclined, you might mean one thing, but you might get something completely fucking different than that. And then that door is going to be hard to close. So when you trip and take, when you're doing them high dosages like level 3 and the 325, be very cognizant on what you ask when you're in a very meditative state. because I've heard people quit drinking off taking mushrooms once and they've been alcoholics their entire fucking life, and then do mushrooms once and they're done drinking. I mean, that's fucking amazing. Um, so okay, yeah, I'm on that. Oh, here's the thing for any beginners out there. Okay, right now is not a bad time. Like, as you can see, I have a beanie on. It's like 26 degrees outside. It's not very nice out. If you had to pick in your temperature range in the fruiting chamber, okay, now this is the fruiting chamber. If you had to pick between lower temperatures or going into the higher temperatures, avoid the fucking high temperatures. If you let it get a little bit lower temperatures, like say it's in the summertime and you got the AC blowing and it's easier to keep it at a lower temperature than at like 72 or 73, then keep it at the lower temperatures. The reason I'm saying that is I had most of my contamination issues this season when the temperature got over that realm and into like the 75, 76, 77 range. It happens when it's 110 outside. You know, I can't keep this son of a bitch ice cold in here. Um, so if you're gonna go, stay with the lower temperatures because you're not going to get contamination that way. The only thing it's going to do is slow down the growth a little bit. Because you can actually put mycelium in your fridge. As long as it doesn't freeze, it will stay good. So, food for thought. Higher temperatures create contamination. Lower temperatures just slow the mycelium growth or your mushroom growth down. Okay, possibly have a trip set for or someone you have on speed dial in case you need to laugh or cry. Yeah, that's a pretty Micro Allen. That's a good CVG, Coir vermiculite gypsum. Oh, okay, simple. If you use the bucket tech, there's an easy way to remember this. It's eights. Eights. Okay. So if you're doing CVG, it's 18 cups of water, 8 cups of vermiculite, and 1 cup of gypsum. That simple. And then you dump it into a 5-gallon bucket. Don't seal the bucket all the way. Okay, you can if you want, but I wouldn't. So when you do the ring, go all the way around the ring, but don't do the hole. I always leave a little bit like this, so in case it builds too much pressure, it will act of like a valve. It'll let off because if you get the lid tight, it can actually blow the fucking lid off, and then you got substrate and all kinds of shit all over the place. And excuse me, I gotta yell at a dog for a second. Are we gonna do that stupid shit again? Did you learn from your mistake? Because I guarantee you that won't happen again. Go lay down. Sorry about that, guys. Got into trouble because he was being a fucking jackass today. So he got in trouble and put into his cage, which he hasn't been put into a kennel in over a year and a half. So he fucked up bad. Okay, it's considering of the temperature too that really matter. The consequences of the temperature to that really matter. Low temperatures may slow down a few days, but it's safer. Fuck yeah. Making CVG is easy. Anyone can do it. Yes. Anyone can do CVG. So here's the thing. Once you do your CVG and you do the bucket tech, "3 days. I let everything do 3 days. Okay, that's just the way I do things. I don't really talk about that in my videos, but a lot of times I let that shit sit for 3 days. Okay, and then I open the lid and I stir it up. Okay, and then I use it. Um, the corn that you see behind me right here, I got corn sitting in there that I just did on the video. Twice a day, I get in there and I take them and I rotate them 5 times. Head over tea kettle, and then I put them back in. And what it does is it rotates the corn, and so you won't get moisture build up in the bottom of your jars. And because what'll happen, sorry, and because what'll happen is that moisture will create root rot, and it's going to happen right around the same time as your shit's fully colonized. So I played that game a couple times. Let's see, possibly have a trip set for, yeah. Always have a friend. I mean, my problem is none of my friends trip. So like, I got one friend. He's one of my best friends, man. I got a couple best friends. I got about 2 or 3 of them. I mean, like, I'm talking people you can count on. Like, you call them up at 3 a.m. and say, "Hey, dude, we got this to go, dude." They're getting their fucking clothes on and saying, "Hey, do I need to bring a fucking shovel?" You know, then that's my peeps. Anyways, but one of them can't trip, and I call him, and I'm sitting there talking to him, and I'm telling him about what I'm seeing and shit, and he's just like, "I wish I could fucking see this shit." like, oh man, it's like cool. And he has to hear about it. He don't seem to mind it though, but yeah. Thanks, buddy. If you're watching, you know who you are. What about regeneration? No, you cannot use substrate again. Um, Not cow shit. Do you got any horses around? I mean, in a pinch, you could probably use cow shit, but horse shit, a lot of times mushrooms grow on horse shit. Like if you go back in one of my shorts, I was like, "What is this?" It was a psychedelic mushroom that I found up at the ranch that I work at. Um, um, so yeah, I don't know what kind of mushroom it was, but it looked just like a little Jedi mindfuck. And I asked you guys, and you're like, "Yeah, it's psychedelic." So I mean, I didn't eat the damn thing because I didn't grow it, but I actually went up a couple weeks after that, and I was going to eat one of them to see what it actually did. Um, but it was I couldn't find none. It was just too hot and too dry. You live in Amish country. Is that in PA, Pennsylvania? Sorry, that's the caveman, by the way. Golden Teacher B plus are basically basics to get growing. Actually, Alan, I would say I fucking hate B plus. So I had a I had more of a hard time growing B plus than I ever did Jedi Mindfuck. So, but you just got to be careful when you're screwing with Jedi Mindfuck because it's a strong strain. So, depends on what you're looking for. If you're looking for high visuals, then you can go with a JMF, but it's going to be just know that that's a super strong strain, and you could get yourself into some trouble at that point. But yeah, now I went Michigan. Okay. Um, I wouldn't know how to pasteurize cow or horse shit or cow shit, but I assume you can. I mean, I've heard of it. You can do it in your oven, but I mean, you're basically baking shit in your oven, so your house is gonna stink like shit. So, I mean, it depends on how bad you really want that substrate. Um, my ground, you're exactly right. You can always eat more later. I don't remember who I watched. It was when I was trying to learn as much as I could. Because before I actually begun my mycology channel and started actually growing mushrooms, because when I begun growing, I started this YouTube. Like I didn't know what the fuck I was doing when I first begun this channel. So if you don't know what you're doing, go all the way down. I got like 250 fucking vids now. Go all the way to the bottom, and there'll be an introduction. And what I would do is I would really watch my fucking mistakes. Telling you, that's why I do these videos, y'all, so you guys can go through and watch what I do wrong. Um, Easiest way to do it. All you gotta do is follow my footsteps. But when I was doing all the research, I seen that somebody was doing their own cow manure substrate or horse manure substrate. And I swear to God, one of them said they could bake it in their oven, but it made their house stink like horse shit. So, but if you can do it outside, I listen. That's something you're gonna have to investigate on the process on that. I just punch it into YouTube. How to pasteurize horse shit. But I'd be more specific, like how to pasteurize horse shit for mycology. That's what I'd punch in and see. Actually, see what it gets you. Joe, you are horse shit. How to pasteurize for mycology. You guys see that? Those are all things talking about what you're talking about. I think it was caveman. So it's there. Uh, Thanks, Mike Rowan. I'm telling you, we need to do that live feed, man. We got to do it though. You got to have to give me a week ahead up, um, so that I can plan it around my hunting schedule and all that other shit. Greetings from Colorado. Okay, is there any more questions? I know a couple people have actually came in, but I'm starting to get a little tired, and I'm down to one cigarette. I really don't want to sit here and roll smokes while I'm doing this. Hell, I haven't had a dab in 2 hours. Got some sweet bubble hash. Nice. Well, you came to the right spot then. If you're growing psilocybins at home, because that's what we do. Well, most of us. I can't say all of us, but that's why we're all here is for the mycology aspect of it. All right, caveman, have a good night. I should be doing a video here in the next few days. I got shoe boxes coming out on Sunday, so there'll be a video, kind of an update video for that. And then I think I'm doing more shoe boxes, and then more inoculation, and then an all-in-one bag. So I'm going to try to get back to doing 3 videos a week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. That's the idea. I found it hard to ventilate and keep. Okay. That all works out. Friend, I'm not going to try to pronounce your name. The Argentina person. Um, are you talking? There's 3 things with mushrooms you need to keep an eye on: your your humidity, your cake moisture, and your temperature. Those are the 3 things that will stall you out or jack you up. Yeah, I've seen that you go live every Sunday. Maybe we can do that. I'm not for sure if we can do it this Sunday. Maybe something like, maybe we could. I don't know. That's 2 fucking days from now. Hit me up after this live feed because I'm getting off here in a couple minutes. I've been on this bitch for a while. I'm tired. So, all right, people. If you got any more questions, please ask because I'm tired. I haven't eaten supper yet, and yeah, I want to get off this. Eager to learn. My best advice would be um, go down, hit like and subscribe, and start watching vids. That's the easiest way to learn. That's how I learned, and I would like to say I try to do a pretty good job of explaining things in my videos. If you're having an issue with low oxygen, are you at super high elevation? So I live at high elevation too, and what I've had to do because I'm like 14% oxygen instead of like 28 or some shit like that is you just have to fan more often. So I wake up in the morning. I mean, the first thing I do in the morning is I do my mycology stuff. I mist, and I fan, and then I mist again. Close them up. And then I'll look at them around noon. If they look a little dry, I'll do the same thing. Open them up, fan them, and mist them. And then I do it before I go to bed. And then that should really alleviate your issues, Argentina, with oxygen and all that stuff. Anyways, is there any more questions out there, guys? I'd love to hear them. Alan, you got any questions? No worries. That's why I'm here. I'm here to help you guys in any way I can. Yeah, I've been up since 4 o'clock this morning. I had to go duck hunting, as you can probably tell. Woody did okay. Fuck, it was cold. All right, let's see. Leo, how many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop? I don't know, because I always bit them and always ate the good shit out of them. But I imagine like about a good half hour of licking might get it done. You know, I had to build new bubble hash buckets and came up and saw your live laugh out loud. Yeah, it was just. I did a video for the Magic trailer and I was talking about dosages and stuff. And I just know that video is not going to touch the audience that I want it to because I can't. It's like when you do live balance, they go into private, right? So once you're over like 500 subs, or it's 500, or I think it's 1,000 subs, your live streams come unprivate. So like like this live stream, once I'm done with this thing, then it will go on and people can watch it. But anyways, everybody, I hope everybody has a fantastic night. Dogs are harassing me because they want to go take a leak. I need to go to the bathroom because I'm tired. I just got a lot of shit going on, and I ain't going to bed anytime soon. So, if you got any questions, leave it in the comment section. I try to be real good about answering the comments. I got 300 plus views after, but getting people at the live takes subs. Alan, you know how many people watching right now? 7. So it all depends. I think the most I've had tonight was 58, something like that. That's what I'm saying is that last guy, that Wayne guy, me, you, and him, I'd like to get all of us talking if we could on like a live stream. That'd be fucking cool as shit if we had 3 people doing it. You had 20 at one time. Oh, yeah, whatever. Anyways, night, Alan. And yes, I'll give the boys a hug for you. Anyways, if nobody else has any questions, I'm out. I'm tired. I want to get the fuck off here. Like I said, do you have any questions? Please leave it in the comments. Besides that, y'all, God bless. Have a great night. Words of wisdom. I'm thinking. Don't eat a whole bag of drugs. Eat it in moderation. I don't know. Anyways, y'all, have a great fucking night. I'll catch you on the next one. I'll try to do more live streams. Till next one, y'all.